All right, today is the day. Today is the day we're going to take down this weeping willow. Well, when I say we, I mean my money and someone else's skills and tools. But you can see how big this thing is. You can't even see it goes past. The house is right here. The power lines are right over here. This is all bucket work. I mean, this is going to be a guy in a bucket, and I assume a guy in the ground. And who knows, maybe even a third guy, a spotter. But this thing's got to get taken. You can see there's a branch here. This branch is broken here. It's just laying in there. There's another branch broken. You can't see that. This thing is dangerous. Huge limbs have fallen off this thing, and it's just a matter of time before you can see all the broken ends here, over here, on this corner. This is bad news. This thing goes all the way out to there. I'm in like a fisheye like mode now on my phone, so you can see everything. But I mean, it goes all the way out here, all the way to here. Look at that. So this thing's massive. Pretty much going to grind most of it up. Weeping willow is good for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We live on the just almost at there's this. You can maybe see there's green right there. That's basically the top of the mountain that we live on. And I mean, this thing gets all the water at once, all the water. So it's just growing out of control. So I'll keep you updated as the day goes on. I'm not going to be up this guy's ass or anything like that, but I am going to just try and film a little bit of it. So all right, see you in a bit. Okay. I guess this is for the logs, because there'll be a few logs. This trailer said this thing weighs about 6,000 pounds, and he's got his cherry picker because he's gonna have to do this all with bucket work. And there's the tree there. All right, they're started. Hopefully you can hear me and just see how big this friggin' thing is from here. It's insane. I'm taking this from the inside. Oof. That one right in here, that's loose. It's hard to tell from here, but it's broken off. And it's just laying right in that little crook. Oof. Well, it looks pretty solid, all that stuff. From here, it looks solid. All right, we got a view from the backyard. I mean, you can see, now you really can tell how big this thing is. I mean, just look. You can't even see the guy. I think you can just see the picker coming out of the chimney. You see that? That's going right past the chimney, and he's right in the center there. You can maybe see his. I can zoom in actually. Use see that? Okay, here's another inside view. This is the only way to get close without actually being out there. You can see he's taken down. Seems like one side of it. It's got half of it down essentially. Now we do have these two limbs, which, as far as safety is concerned, I would say these two are a little bit better than the others because those were hanging over the power lines. They're both a danger to the house, but at least these, they're leaning, towards the left, which means they're not going to hit the power lines. They're long enough to hit the power lines, but they can't because they're leaning. I mean, they could still hit the house and they could still destroy the fence, but that's about it. And these little trees here, but I don't care too much about that. I just don't want them to hit the power line or the house, obviously. Well, we're really moving now. Got the sun. We're still going to get the rain, but it's going to come in quick, I assume. Man, look at that. All right. Tops are off. They're into the big stuff now. Oof. Yeah, that was a monster. Everything seems good. No issues. Let's go around this way. Oh, they still got one big limb that's hanging over into my neighbor Matt. Wow. All right, heading back in. I just started to hear thunder. It's coming from this side over here. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, big time. I just let them know. Then they're finished. Takes one rumble. You get the hell down. They'll be done for today, and they'll be back in a few days, I assume. And I'll pick it up then. All right, see ya. All right, so I got you in a wide angle view here. I mean, they took down so much of this, it's unbelievable. Now, you can see here, this thing is a good, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet wide. Up here, it's probably 5 feet wide at least. And you can see this piece, he cut it here, but it snakes around. You can probably see it right here. It goes up and there, this fell off, and it goes right to here. And then also, I won't trip over anything here. You can see it's broken off up there. All this stuff is big. I mean, they can grind up from like here over, and probably a good portion of this, but this one, I don't think they can grind up. Maybe. I'll have to say they definitely can't grind this thing up. They're just going to chop these up, and I guess they have a place that they dump them, because you can't use them for anything. Or they might, I don't know, maybe they take them to like a commercial grinding company that'll grind it up. But they'd have to pay for that. I assume that they just have a big, you know, who knows what, big forest. They just dump stuff in. This stuff will rot out really quick. Most of this, though, I have to say is, you know, is decent. He said there was a couple of rotted spots, but not a ton. It looks like one right here is rotted. But it doesn't. One interesting thing about this is that this stuff doesn't need to be rotted for it to break off. There's a big rotted piece right there. It really, because it bends so much, it can just easily break. Okay, these guys are back. They got the logs loaded up. I got a lot of work today. And it's gonna rain again. All right, we're still indoors. They are grinding like crazy. Still sucking it up big time. And they definitely got a lot done. They pulled all the big stuff out, and they got it loaded up on a truck. Okay, cleaned up. They still got a rake, obviously. The Kubota's right here. You can see the forks. And then they're just getting set up to cut all this down now. Then they'll have to switch to that and load it up. Well, actually, they'll use the forks, I guess, for these big ones. And then obviously they got to cut the one over my neighbor's property. That's hanging over. You can see the top there. All right. Give you another update soon. All right, quick before he starts cutting this thing down and you can't hear me anymore. There is, cut all that side stuff off. Really, it's just the big stuff now. And you can see how big that thing is. Look at that guy's it's so huge. This stupid tree. Oh man. All right. Guess he's just gonna. Not sure where he's gonna drop it. They might just cut up this stuff first. I'm not really sure. All right, keep you posted. Okay, view from inside. Let's see right there. A lot of logs. They still gotta cut this thing down right here. So you can see he's got it notched out. And I assume he's gonna wedge it, but I'm surprised he notched it on that side too, because it sure looks like it's leaning the other way. But so I assume he's gonna have to put some wedges in there. But I guess he figures that the weight here
is gonna flip it. Let's see what he does. Nope, they got the wedges. Yeah, okay, that's smart. Because you can already hear it binding up because of the weight. Because it's leaning that way. And they're gonna put the wedges in to open it up so there's no more binding. Oh man. Again, I don't want to go out there. Be right up these guys' nose. Hey, you need me to hit the other? No, that's why I'm behind this door. Plus, it's just quieter. This thing is gonna go. There it is, right there. It just popped. So now it's just sitting flat. He cut that thing perfect. It's just sitting flat right on it. And honestly, the wedges probably just made it, level. You really can see how big this thing is. This is unreal. So, yeah, nothing. It's not going anywhere now. I guess they got to wedge it even more, or they might pull it over. I wonder if they get the machine and just push it with the machine. Yep, they just started the machine up. So they wedged it to make sure that the chainsaw didn't bind, and now they're just going to come over and just bump it. Just give it a bump. And that'll be all she wrote, because this Kubota weighs like 6,000. There's not going to be any issue there. It's got the forks. Yeah, and this will take about 1 second. It'll be on the ground. And I would say that it looks to me like it's going to roll towards this guy, because it's going to hit these logs and it's going to flip towards him. I mean, I assume he's far enough away, but oh man, he's getting closer. Well, Jesus, let's see what happens here. Maybe he's going to put it on a little bit of an angle, but if it lands right here, it could be a little bit of an issue. See what happens. Nope. Oops, sorry. Wow. Here it is right there. It's really wedged in there. Shit, man. There it is. He's got it now. Oh my God. Oh my God. These guys are probably so pissed right now. I would be very impressed right now if, yeah, he pushed it and now it's gonna lay. Yeah, wow. Yeah. All right, that's it. I got a lot of work chopping that thing up, because I highly doubt he's just going to pick that thing up and drop it in a truck. I mean, it probably could, but that's a big piece of what he just said. So yeah, they're gonna have to cut that in half. I'll let you know. Oh yeah, he just pulled it out. They're gonna cut that in half. All right, well, they chopped it in half and dropped it in this truck right here. You can see it. It's pretty heavy duty, along with a couple other logs. All right, well, see ya. Okay, well, there we go. That's the stump. And I mean, I think you can see how big it is. Just the amount of, I mean, this was all covered. This entire thing was covered. When if I pick this camera up, forget it. And now it's great. So much more open. It really actually feels good. That thing was like a black cloud over the house.